Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me Kagam. Okay, so today we need to talk about Chanel and Vuitton. There's a lot of stuff going on. I actually saw the Vuitton story when I was at the office today. I was reading the Financial Times and Bloomberg for work, and then the Louis Vuitton story came up. It literally broke today. So I was like, as soon as I get home, I have to come and cover it for you. I have lots of videos coming up this week. I also have a chatty get ready with me video dropping tomorrow on Wednesday. I really hope that you guys will like that one. I haven't done a get ready with me video in over a year. Like the last one I did was like last year. I don't even remember like even how I did it. So I have a few of you who've asked me questions on Instagram. Ask me some questions in the comments if you want me to answer anything. It can be luxury related, even personal questions is fine. Go ahead and ask me some questions. Those of you who've already asked me questions on Instagram, thank you. I can't wait to answer your questions. Some of them were very interesting, and yeah, I really liked your questions. So ask me some. Now let me tell you what's going on at Vuitton and Chanel. First of all, Virgil Abloh has been promoted at Louis Vuitton. Listen, congrats to Virgil, congrats to his family. This must be a huge piece of news. He even posted it on his Instagram. I'll post a link to an article below so you can read all the tea. So basically, this is what's happened. As of today, the 20th of July, Virgil Abloh has been promoted at Louis Vuitton. Virgil Abloh's Off-White has actually been purchased in terms of a majority stake by LVMH. They've bought about 60% of the company. Virgil will remain with 40%. And Virgil will now be entering into collaborations with other brands within the LVMH universe. There is an article by the Financial Times. When I read it, it wasn't paywalled. I will link in the description below because they did actually give a specific like statement to the FT. Michael Burke, who is the CEO of Louis Vuitton, and Virgil, they actually gave like some statements. So I want to pick out a few things that I noticed basically in this news. First of all, Virgil is still going to be creating collections for menswear at Vuitton, which is basically the most important job, let's be honest, because that was like a massive issue for LV, finding someone who could stay in the job for menswear and actually do big things. And there's no doubt, ever since Virgil came into the game, he has been doing big things there. There's just no doubt about it. And then barring that, the fact that he's going to be creating like his own collaborations with all kinds of brands in the LVMH stable. He said they talked about spirits. LVMH own Moet, obviously. Hennessy, obviously. They also own Krug, which is my personal favorite champagne house. That's interesting. Like, are we going to see Virgil doing, his own line of champagnes with another champagne house? Are we going to see him doing all kinds of stuff? They talked about how they're also going to expand, I think, some of the Off-White stuff to include cosmetics, maybe. Lots of interesting changes going on here when it comes to Virgil, and the fact that he's going to get like a new title, it seems, as well at LVMH, but it's not clear what the title is. And of course, he's still the top dog at menswear for Louis Vuitton. Now, all of this has happened. First of all, let me start with the positive stuff and keep it in my Michael Jackson voice, okay? My Michael Jackson energy. You know how I always say that. Congratulations to him. This is massive. This is huge. Virgil is a very controversial character in fashion. I think he's definitely one of those love or hate types. I have been tough on Virgil in the past, but I'm happy for him. I have to say, when I read this, I was like, whoa, this is so huge. Virgil's parents are from Ghana. In Africa, your parents being from Ghana, your parents being from Tanzania, that means you're from that place. It doesn't matter that Virgil is actually American and was born in the US. That is not how Ghanaians are going to see this, okay? And I believe one of my subscribers, Julie, I believe you're from Ghana. Tell me your thoughts. I think that this is huge for him. Obviously, this is huge for them. It seems that maybe his contract was also up, so they've been trying to figure out ways to keep him there. Guesquier renewed his contract, so he's at Louis Vuitton for the foreseeable future. Obviously, he's the head of women's wear there. I think that LV is in great hands with Nicolas and Virgil kind of moving forward into the future. So basically, they've secured Nicolas's future at the house, and now they've secured Virgil's future in LVMH more broadly. I think that Virgil likes doing lots of other projects as well, in addition to the Louis Vuitton stuff that he does. And this is why I've always said this to you guys, and some of you have like come for me in the comments, nicely of course. I've always said to you that I've never seen Virgil as a traditional fashion designer. I have never seen him like that. I've always seen him more as a creative director. And now I kind of see him as like a creative director slash like producer, like the way people produce rap music or R&B songs. To me, he's kind of like a producer as well. He knows how to make looks hot. He knows how to create really cool outfits and clothing that men want to wear. But I also think he's someone who is inspired by things, and he knows how to take inspiration and kind of make it very commercial for Louis Vuitton in general. I got a message from one of my subscribers, IMBBLA. You sent me a really interesting message. You're like, oh, LV are copying again for some of their men's accessories. I'll post a pic here from Foxy LV. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, look, I at this point, if you're a young fashion designer and you think LV have copied yourself, don't bother even yelling about it, because no one is going to be fighting against the Arno's money, okay, to sue them and stuff. So I know that Virgil has been accused of that before. I don't really care to touch on that because I think at this point it's almost moot. It's just like, well, yeah, Virgil does this, Virgil does that. He copies designs, he does that. Virgil is winning, okay? He's literally been given the keys to the kingdom at LVMH as of today. It is a huge achievement. I think what Virgil has done for menswear, in my opinion, I know that 15% of you guys who watch my videos, you're men, so please feel free to chime in. Just my opinion though. I think what Virgil has done for Louis Vuitton's menswear is this. He's taken it out of being this niche line and he's made it mainstream. Men who didn't even care about Louis Vuitton, ever. Men who don't even care about fashion shows, who don't give an F at all, care about what's going on at LV now. I've shown my husband pictures. I've shown him looks. I've been like, hey, do you like this? Do you like that? He's, oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Virgil has made Louis Vuitton's men's line commercial. He's made it successful. No one can fight me on that. It is successful. Okay, the Arnos, I think, are like very good custodians of these luxury houses. They know a profitable brand when they see one, and they know a flop when they see one. Virgil is profitable because he makes designs that men want to buy. It's that simple. Michael Burke, the CEO of Louis Vuitton, said that to the Financial Times, they paid the right amount for the stake in Off-White. We don't know how much it is. Obviously, definitely a few $1 million, you know. But I think what this means, we're going to see Virgil at LVMH for the foreseeable future, at least the next 5, maybe even 10 years. He'll be there for some time. Virgil, I believe, is 40. I think Ghesquiere is like 47. And as I said, Ghesquiere has just re-upped his contract. The pair of them are both there for the foreseeable future. Louis Vuitton is the crown jewel of LVMH. Like, everything needs to work at Louis Vuitton in order for everything else at the other brands to be doing well. And Nicolas and Virgil are doing a great job. You know, people can say what they want, you know, about Virgil, but he has breathed new life into menswear at the house. And I think, you know, when menswear is becoming successful, when men who don't even care about luxury fashion are interested in Vuitton. And I think that's what Virgil has done. Of course, he's brought in like so many more younger consumers who are super young and who are into like new trends. He's done that. But I do think he has brought in even men who are older, who maybe wouldn't have thought of purchasing something from Vuitton, who are now considering it. I've even seen things from my brother. My brother's in his 40s. Those of you who are critical about Virgil, what are your thoughts? If you're a Virgil fan, what are your thoughts? Virgil has stands, okay? When I was researching this video, just seeing like what people on the internet were saying in forums, people were going ham. Like, Virgil's fans are like, yeah, Virgil's that guy. People don't like Virgil, like, be quiet. Okay, let's see how long he's gonna do these things for. What I like about Virgil is I think Virgil sticks to what he's really good at. He had that Rimowa collaboration that went fantastic, and I think Rimowa is also owned by LVMH. He also had that collab with IKEA that was really, really, really successful. I feel like Virgil sticks to what he does well, and of course he tries new ideas, but I think he executes very well on the things that he knows. So I just wanted to share that with you. I would love to get your opinion. What do you guys think of these new movements? Like I said, I just see Virgil as a creative director slash producer. To me, that's how I see him. And I'm going to use a comparison now, and don't panic, okay, because I'm not saying he's Dr. Dre, but those of you who know hip hop and if you like rap music, you know that Dr. Dre is like a phenomenal producer, but Dr. Dre doesn't write his own raps. He's been public about that. I have the Chronic 2001 album on CD, great album by the way. He doesn't write his own raps. Snoop has written verses for him. I think Jay-Z has as well. I think Eminem has. Lots of rappers write things for him. So if he's like recording a track, he will, you know, create the music, produce it, and then he'll direct people like songwriters or rappers in, you know, aftermath and be like, hey, do this or say this, or oh, I like that line, or I don't like that line, change it and write something else. I do think that Virgil, it has this like power to see things before they happen, kind of like Kanye. And I think he's able to be like, oh, that person could be a cool person to put on my team. Let me recruit new talent, use some of their ideas, but go with my vision. I think it's a talented guy. It's obviously working for him. Congratulations to him. This is a massive moment for him. There's no doubt about it. Very curious to see what kind of collaborations LVMH will have in store, but obviously massive, massive moment. A lot of people think that when you have a company that you should own it for all of the time. The fact that he sold 60% of Off-White to his own employer, because he's actually employed by LVMH as the menswear designer, this is a great moment for him. It's going to create a huge amount of liquidity. You can use that money to, you know, to support your family, give some liquidity to your family and to the people who supported you from day one. Obviously, Virgil has Kanye West to thank for this massive meteoric ascent in fashion. You know, if I'm Kanye, cut me a check, okay? But I'm sure Kanye isn't pressed because he's doing his own thing. But, you know, salute to Kanye West. He's put a lot of people on. People aren't really like that when it comes to careers. Like, and this is, I think particularly men are very good at this. Men can put each other on. You know, I was thinking about this when I was, you know, researching the story today. I was like, wow, I wonder how Kanye feels about this, but I'm sure he's probably proud of his friend. Okay, you guys, now let me tell you about Chanel. And please make sure you're subscribed. Don't forget to like this video and hit notifications. Chanel are, you know, doing more of their shenanigans I need to tell you about. Chanel under Virginie Viard has undergone changes, okay? Virginie is cleaning house, okay, with Karl Lagerfeld's people. So there's this article in the Fashion Network. I'll link in the description below so you can read it in its entirety. It's very juicy. Chanel has like basically fired two of Karl Lagerfeld's closest lieutenants, basically. And yes, they claim they left, but no, you didn't leave. No one leaves Chanel, and I'm gonna talk about that in some detail now. So like last night I was watching this movie it's called The Aftermath. It has Keira Knightley, Alexander Skarsgård, and Jason Clarke in it, and it was quite good. I was watching it on the TV yesterday. I was like, well, let me watch it. And then when I was watching it, I was thinking about Keira, because Keira has been at Chanel for years and years. Is she still doing perfume ads for them? Can someone like confirm yes or no? But even if she's not, she had that contract for years. Kristen Stewart, baby, you have not been in a box office hit movie in years, but you still are cashing those Chanel checks. Chanel are loyal to their people. Say what we want all day about Chanel, but they don't sack people, they don't fire people. So Amanda Harlech, who was one of Karl Lagerfeld's muses, she has allegedly left the house. I think that was like the end of 2019, the article says. She told some friends, I'm going to be leaving the house. And apparently she pretty much got sidelined by Chanel. She was at the haute couture, one of the haute couture shows this year, according to the article. But normally she would be behind the scenes with Karl. She would be helping, like, apparently she would even be in castings. She would even be like making sure that the models look good. He really trusted her. She was one of his muses, and he really, really cared about her. So yeah, she's been cast off now. Allegedly she left, but we all know what that means in business speak. We know what that means in corporate speak. That means you were given the boot, okay? And after that, there's another guy that the Fashion Network mentioned who is no longer at Chanel. I think he's called Eric Pfrunder. He was working with Karl Lagerfeld for 37 years. I'm 35, by the way. Okay. He was there for 37 years with Karl Lagerfeld. He helped him create advertising campaigns, marketing campaigns, events. He played a big role in how Chanel was branded and how it looked. So after Lagerfeld passed away, he was named joint artistic director with Virginie Viard, but that didn't last. So he's gone, and apparently he left about 2 months ago. So he's out of here. Apparently, as soon as Virginie became, you know, the top dog at Chanel, she wanted to work with a few different photographers. Karl preferred to just work with Eric Pfrunder. He didn't like working with many people. He preferred to just have one vision. But Virginie doesn't like that. Apparently, she's working with Jürgen Teller. She's working with Inez and Vinud. Yeah, so she didn't really see the use for him, and off he went. And 2 months ago, he left. Now, the Fashion Network actually managed to get a statement from Chanel, which is rare because Chanel never comments on stuff like this. And they claim that he, quote, retired. Stop, okay? Chanel, stop it. Okay, you might be able to fool other people. You can't fool me. Okay, we know what that means. We know what that means. You were also given the boot. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm not laughing about it like that, but I do think it's quite ruthless of Virginie. And Virginie right now, she's getting my respect, girl. Virginie, I was not here for your métier d'art shenanigans. I did not like them, but I kind of like these behind the scenes like machinations. Like, I like the way she's like, this person's connected to Karl Lagerfeld, they're gonna go. So it's basically, as soon as she moved in as the top dog, the top designer at Chanel, she's looking for Lagerfeld's allies and getting rid of them. I mean, I don't really think that's a bad thing. Normally, when there's a new boss in town, even in your jobs or in your companies where you work, or if you have your own brand or your own business, if there's someone new, they're going to want to kind of plant their, stamp and kind of, put their stamp on how things should be run, and they want to do things their way. The Fashion Network also talks about how, her designs have been very commercially successful. They've made billions of euros. But they also say they're very similar to Karl's. Yes, they are similar to Karl's. That's the winning formula. You don't stop giving the golden goose food. Let the golden goose lay the golden eggs, for the love of God. I think that they're doing the right thing. And I think that it's her decision. She's the one who's, making the creative decisions. If she doesn't want to work with Lagerfeld's muses or his, lieutenants anymore, then that's that. Then they have to go find other opportunities. It's ruthless. It's business, and you don't have to like it, but that is how successful businesses are run. If any of you watching, maybe you have your own businesses you want to start, your own fashion lines you want to start, take some lessons from this. Virginie was like, she's got that smile. I was looking at the Haute Couture show. She had this like smile there, like, oh, this is me, the Haute Couture. The whole time, there's a tough, ruthless woman in there behind that smile. Watch out for her. I think we underestimated her. One of my subscribers, Brian, you wrote this hilarious comment. Okay, I'm going to try and find it and put it on the screen here so everyone else can see it. This is on the Haute Couture video. You said you're giving MGC at Dior, you're giving her one more season to impress you or something like that. I love that, one more season, Zinger. How many seasons are we giving Virginie to impress us and to make us happy? I am kind of respecting her business swagger right now. Getting rid of people, I love it. It's ruthless, it's raw. It's like, she's like Marlon Brando in The Godfather, okay? She's like, getting rid of people, you're canceled, get out of here. I kind of love it. How many more seasons are you guys giving Virginie at Chanel? How many more seasons are you giving Virgil at Louis Vuitton? Well, obviously, he's just re-upped. He's not going anywhere. What do you guys think of this news? I really hope that you have enjoyed today's video. So as I told you, I have lots of videos coming up this week. My chatty get ready with me tomorrow. Lots of videos coming up because there are lots of things going on. So as you can see, today's video, I had to bring it to you today because obviously the Louis Vuitton news came out today and I want you guys to know quickly and to give you my reaction and to hear from you guys as well. But I also have Cartier videos. I've got the Gabrielle Chanel and Pierre Wertheimer video that is coming out this week as well. That has taken me forever to make. I can't wait until you guys see that video as well. So I really hope you have enjoyed this week, but normally I only do 3 videos a week and I'll be sticking to that schedule as of next week. But there's a caveat. On the 4th of August, which will be a Wednesday, it's Louis Vuitton's 200th birthday. He was born on the 4th of August, 1821. 1821. On that day, we will do a big premiere chat. I hope that many of you will join in the live. That day will be dedicated to Louis Vuitton, which is the 4th of August. So make sure that you have that in your calendar. I think that will be a really fun day to talk to you guys who love Vuitton. I love the house, so I was like, oh my gosh, I have to let you guys know ahead of time. I want many of you to be around for that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying all these videos that I'm making for you guys. I really hope that you like them too. I'd love to know what you think of Virginie, what you think of Virgil, what do you think of Guesquier, what do you think of all these designers and how important are they at these houses? Are they as important as we think? I think, frankly, when it comes to Vuitton, Guesquier needs to stay there. I don't want to hear anything about Virgil going to women's wear. Okay, you're doing your thing for the lads. You're doing a good job. Just keep doing that. Don't mess with the golden goose, for the love of God. The Arnauds, you've got Nicolas Guesquier, got Virgil Abloh. Let's keep it like that. What do you guys think? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.